beautiful people, and welcome. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the Module 2 for Math Foundations. Now, in this module, we're going to be talking about combining like terms, simplifying expressions, and then here we're going to be translating expressions and translating equations. As always, disclaimer time, if I make a mistake, I am human. Let me know where that mistake is so that way I can learn from it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So when you're combining like terms, you are grouping things that have the same letter or symbol. So for example, this one here says I have 6 x's. So I'm not going to draw all of them out, but I'm going to, what I mean is I'm not going to draw all of these questions out, but I am going to draw out number 1 just to show you what I mean by that. So I have 6 x's, so that means I have 6 x's, and what's my sign? So you want to know what the sign is of your expression and your term. So in this case, this term is a plus. I'm going to have 6 pluses. So I have 6 pluses, and I have 3 x's that are also plus. Now, when you're doing this, you're looking for like terms. You're looking for the same symbol. If they have the symbol, you can combine them. Now, there's 2 different ways to combine them. You can combine them by adding and just counting things up, or you can combine them by creating 0 pairs. Now, a 0 pair, since this is a review video, I'm going to write it up here. 0 pair is 1 positive and 1 negative grouped together that equals to nothing. We get to get rid of that. It's equal to 0. We don't want it. So in this case, for example, when I don't have any minuses, I have a lot of pluses x, and I have a lot of plus x here. So what's the total? What do I have? I have 6, 7, 8, 9 x's that are plus. Now you can choose to write a plus out here. I'm going to choose not to. All right, let's do another one. I have 15 m's and I have a minus 5 m's. So I'm going to just use a separate sheet of paper just to show you what we have. We have 15 m's, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's going to take me a while. It's okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, all of these are pluses. Again, if you don't have a symbol in front, that means you have a plus out in front. Oh, let's see if I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 positive m's. And this is our and symbol. I have 5 m's that are minus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now again, we're going to combine things that look the same. And in this case, how are we going to combine? I see a positive and I see a negative. What does that combine to? That combines to nothing. So we're going to cross that out. This is nothing. A positive and a negative is nothing. A positive and a negative is nothing. A positive and a negative is nothing. And a negative and a positive is nothing. So once you have combined your terms, you're going to see what you have left over. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 m's left over that are positive. I'm going to write my answer here as 10m. You may choose to write a plus out in front. It is your choice. You don't have to. All right, let's do another one. 3x. So I have 3 x's, 1, 2, 3 that are positive. I have 7 x's that are also positive. Do I have a plus and a minus to combine and cancel? I do not. I have a lot of pluses and a little bit more pluses. So that means is I'm just going to combine them. So I have 7 x's and I have 3 x's. That means I have 10 x's that are positive. So I'm going to write my answer as 10x. All right, let's move on to the other one. Now on number 8, this one here is saying, oh, you guys can't see this. Number 8 is saying 8. Do you guys see how I messed up on the numbering? I went 1, 2, 3, 8. It's okay, doesn't matter. On this number here, we have -5. So look at here, this one doesn't have a letter, and that's okay. This just says I have 5 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This says I have an x that's plus, so I have 1x plus. I have another x plus. I'm just going to write it like this. And I have 13 pluses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So again, we're going to combine like terms. So what can we put together? I can put the x's together. I can combine them. So what do I have? I have two x's that are plus, and I can combine the ones without any letters. I see a minus and I see a plus, and we know that a minus and a plus is equal to nothing. We get to cross these out. Plus and minus goes away. 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 So what are we left over? I have no, oh, do I have minuses? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just didn't cross that one out. So what am I left over with? I'm left over with a bunch of pluses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 pluses. So how does my final answer look like? Well, I have 2 x's and I have 8 pluses. I do a little squiggly line here. Let's go ahead and do this one. I have 10 x's that are plus. I have 6 y's that are minus. And I have 5 x's that are plus. Okay, so what can we combine? Well, I only have this section of y's, so there's no other y's for me to combine, so I still have my minus 6 y's. However, I do have x's in 2 locations. I have x's here, and I have x's here. So let's go ahead and combine our x's. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 x's that are all positive. So how does my answer look like? My answer can look multiple different ways, but I'm going to choose to write my y's first. So I have minus 6 y's, and I have 15 x's. You can put the 15x first. It doesn't matter. All right, let's do another one. 2 x's that are positive, 6 y's that are negative, 7 x's that are positive, and 2 y's that are positive. Is there anything that I can combine? Yes, I have x's here and I have x's here, so they can be combined. And I have y's here and I have y's here that can be combined. Now let's go ahead and start out with our x's. What can we combine? All of my x's are positive, so I'm just going to add them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 x's. And let's combine our y's. Now for y's, I see a minus y and a plus y. We know that that means it's nothing. We're going to cross it out. A minus y and a plus y. This means nothing. We're going to cross it out. So what am I left over with? 1, 2, 3, 4 y's that are negative. All right, let's do 11. Oh, this one's different. I like this one. Okay, this says I have a squared 8 times that are positive. So I'm going to write a squared 8 times, and that's a with a little 2 on top. And the symbol in front of it is a plus. I have 4 ABs that are positive. I have 6 A's that are positive. And I have minus 8 A's that are, minus 8 A squares that are negative. Okay, so same question is, what do we have the same? Now there's a lot of A's happening here. I have an A here, 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 and here. However, they have to be identical. So do you see how this is A squared and this is A squared? They are like terms. Do you see how AB is different than A squared? Because A squared has an A squared. This one has A and B, so that's different. And notice how just having A is completely different than the others because this one has a B, this one has A squared, and this one's just simply A. So how will our answer look like? Well, I only have ABs, 1, 2, 3, 4 ABs that are positive. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A's that are positive. And I have to combine my A squares. So how many total A squares do I have? I have a positive A squared and I have a negative A squared. We know that that means it's nothing. So we're going to do that. Positive and negative, nothing. Positive, negative, nothing. Positive, negative, nothing. Positive, negative, nothing. Positive, negative, cross it out. Positive, negative, cross it out. Positive, negative, cross it out. So what are we left over with? We have no more positive A squares and we have no more negative A squares. So we are no longer having any A squares. So what is my final answer? My final answer is what we do have, and that's 4 ABs and 6 A's total. All right, beautiful people, I'm actually going to go ahead and skip these two. If you'd like to know what these are, go ahead and reach out to me. I am going to choose to skip these so that way we can make this video a little bit shorter. All right, let's go ahead and translate these expressions. For this one here, make sure you have watched my keywords video. Super important you know what these words are so that way we can translate them. Okay, the difference. Difference means minus of 5 and a number. Whenever you see a number, just call it x. So the difference means I'm subtracting 5 and x. So how do we translate this? 5 minus x. Now an expression does not have an equals. So notice how 5 minus x does not have an equals. That is because it is an expression. Quotient. Quotient means multiplication or times. And we're multiplying 38 times a number. Again, what are we calling a number? We're calling it x. And negative 4. So what am I going? You guys, I just made a mistake. Let me back up. Quotient does not mean multiply. Shame on teacher. Quotient means divide. Quotient means divide. I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking. This means divide. Okay. So we are dividing the quotient of 38 times a number and 4. So this one's a little bit more difficult. I'm going to put a star next to it. So you have 38 times a number divided by negative 4. This one's a little bit more difficult. I don't expect you to do this on a quiz. Negative 13 decreased. So we know what negative 13 is. Negative 13. Decreased means we're subtracting. We are subtracting by 3 times a number. So what is a number? We are calling it x. So we literally have written what we have up here. So negative 13 is decreased by 3 times a number. Oh, this one's good. Twice a number. So twice means 2 times. A number we know is x. Decreased we know is minus. And we have 58. Twice a number decreased by 58 is 2 times a number decreased by 58. All right, let's do some equations. So now equations do have an equals. So all of these should contain an equal sign in our translation. Ooh, here's a good one. Keyword. Anytime you have the word than or from, or let's see if I can think of another one. I think then and from are the most common ones. Anytime you see these, you have to switch the order. So what that means is if you see this 5 more than, I know more is add, but then I have this pesky than. Than is super duper 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 important. Than means that whatever comes after it, this A number has to switch places. So these are going to switch. And then at the end, we have is, which is equals, and we have 6. So how would this look like? A number and 5 are switching places. So x and 5 are now switched. We have that we are adding, and we have that it's equal to 6. So this is my equation. More than, oh, that's another one. No, but then than. See, than. You guys notice how I had a red flag come up? Than means we switch the order. So we take what's right after it, 6, and we take what's from the beginning, and then we switch the order. More means we're adding, so we know that more means plus. We know is equal, so what do I have? I have 6 more, so 6 plus the letter D is equal to 17. And the very last one here, the product is what is multiplication. So the product of 5 and x is 35. The product of 5 times x is 35. All right, beautiful people, this wraps up our video. Again, I apologize for the little hiccup right over here. Please make sure you know that quotient means divide, not multiply. Divide. As always, thank you so much for watching my video. Please, please, please practice for your Module 2 quiz. It will be on combining like terms and translating expressions and equations. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.